Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll, and today I come to you with little eyes that need to be painted, and I've been painting away on these little eyes. Before I get into that, I want to talk to you about a situation that happened today. My daughter's cat Cilio, he passed away. We went in on to, I'll just talk about this very quickly. We went to the vets on Monday. My daughter paid a little heap of money to have him x-rayed, blood work taken, because we knew there was something wrong. He looked like he was losing weight. I could tell by his body structure it just wasn't the same as it used to be. And I think his eating had gone down maybe a little bit, but nothing too much, you know. He loved his food, that cat did. He knew when it was time to eat. He demanded his food, and he cried for his food, and he was still doing that right up to that point. Maybe just not as much, but nothing horrifying, you know. And so anyways, we just knew we had to take him in, so we did. And they told us through the x-rays that they had seen that he had fluid on his lungs and around his heart. So they gave him a steroid and some antibiotics, and told my daughter to, since he was an asthmatic cat, that since he was 9 months old, to be put back, because his asthmatic medication was supposed to be taken as needed. Now it was to be taken 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. And so anyways, we did that. We were doing all those right things that we were supposed to do, but it wasn't enough. And today we could tell that he was declining fast, and he was breathing right to the back of his legs, which means his whole body was trying to breathe. When we got him in there, they did a quick ultrasound and found out that his that the one side of the heart could hardly pump. The other part was trying to pump too fast, I think trying to make up. I don't know. Things were just not coordinating properly. His lungs were full of fluid, and we knew, and his blood work came back from Monday, and it said that he was in heart failure. So when that starts to happen, you know it's time. We could have had like lungs drained and heart drained and all this stuff drained, but it would have come right back to be right where we were today again. So the best decision for Cilio was to have him put to sleep, and that's what we did. And it was quite the day. It was a sad day, because my daughter's had him since he was 6 weeks old, and found on the street. And literally, I always say to my daughter, your life crosses with little animals and people that you meet. You cross, and she has a cross that came when she met Cilio, and that little cat was meant for her, because he fed into her and she fed into him. They had a very special bond. You know, we've had cats that have come and go, but she's never had a bond like she did with Cilio. They could read each other. They knew each other. And but you know, they said that he'd only live to 8. He got to the age of 12. Her dream was to get him to defy it and to get him to a double digit. Like she said, my dream was to get him to 10, and she got plus on him. Most house cats can live way past that, but that was not meant for this guy, because of his asthma was so bad. Especially near the end, we were having problems with him here. They saw it back then at 9 months old. They said he'd probably only live to 8. And I'm glad he defied the odds and got those extra 4 years in. So anyways, it's been a sad day, but we have to press forward. So I just thought I'd update those who are big animal lovers on my channel. That's what's happened to us today. And over the last few days, that's why I really haven't been making any videos, because we've been really busy with him and watching him and doing things with him. And glad we got him in our last little gingham video there. And you know, so I was glad that he got into that last one. We were hoping to get him into my next one that I want to work on here, and it's not going to happen, but it's okay. He is doing a lot better where he is. So anyways, I just wanted to show you that I have been moving on with the dolls now. These are the eyes from out of the F&B Patsiette Babyette dolls. I have painted, I made a video before this where I showed how I painted the whites of the eye. Sorry, the video just went, the camera went bonkers, and it just wasn't working for me. So I ran out of 2 things, space and battery. So I got a battery in, and I got more space. So anyways, I'm going to paint the tops in front of you here. I did mix my paint up. I have it here, and it's a nice rich color. Look at this nice beautiful color here. I'm in love with the color of this paint. It's just beautiful. And so anyways, I'm happy with the color. Oh, yes. So anyways, we're going to take this here and we're going to paint these wonderful eyes. We're just going to do the lids. I need my other pair of glasses on because I want to see right up close. Magnify those eyes. So we're going to come up here and we're just going to paint those lids. Now because I painted all the corners of the lid from one to the other, we don't see that when the eyes shut. That part is, a lot of this is locked behind the head. You just don't see it. What we do see is where the eyes close. So that's where I'm going to concentrate now. It's just on the tops of the eyes where the doll's eyes close. And that's all I want to do now is just get up in here and get where the lid closes. There we go. There. One of these is done. Okay, so we'll go to the next one here. And we're just going to do up, like I said, right where the lids are now, because I've done corner to corner on these. There we are. I can see they're going to need it again here. There we go. Now this pair of eyes here are really mucked up. So what I'm going to do is, once I'm done painting them, I'm going to show you how to fix the irises and all the brown color up and everything, and the black and all that in the eye itself. So we're going to really dive into that part of it. You're going to be able to see that. And yeah, so they don't have to look so mucked up. There we go. Alright, that one's done, and now we're going to do this last one right here. And there we are, we have them done. Oh, they look really nice. I'm really happy with how nicely they turned out. There we go. So anyways, they're done. They look great. We're getting there. They're really looking so super, super, super nice. You know, I think they're looking fabulous, you know, here. So I hope you're able to see that there. I'll show you the eyes that look kind of crappy looking. You can see them. So there we go. But anyways, yes. It takes a little bit of time to get these looking good, but once you do, oh, they start to, like after the first coat, they start to really shine. And I'll clean this brush right away. I don't like to sit these little brushes down on the brush itself, because what it does is it spreads the hairs out and the brush part out, and I don't like that. I try to not do that to these little brushes. They can't take the weight of themselves on their brushes. So there we go. But yeah, there we are, and I hope you like what you've seen here. And there's going to be more to come that we're nowhere near done yet. I have been working on the Patsy doll as well. I'm doing the F&B Patsy doll. This is spackling on top. Okay, so I have my spackling. It's with the pink lid. Okay, spackling. and it goes on pink and it dries white. I'm going to let this go for a few days. I want it to really harden. I find sometimes with the spackling, the longer you leave it, the more it cures and it sets. This is on really thick, I understand that, but we're going to do layer by layer by layer, and we're going to build this up quite nicely. I put a little bit in the ears because it was a little rough, and yeah, she's looking really good. So I got all her parts looked after. She's all been stripped of her paint, and we're ready to go and to build her back up again. So I'm excited about that too. So anyways, we're going to let these eyes dry. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more on this, and giving them one more coat of paint, and I think that's all they're going to need, and we're done with the eyes. And well, not completely done, but we'll go to the next step, which is about getting my markers out, and I'll show you how to fix those eyes up, especially when you got mucked up eyes like that. They need to be looked after. Two of them are plastic, are that glassine eyes, and this one here is tin, this one here is tin. These are my two tin eyes right here, and these are my two glassine eyes, plastic eyes. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed what you've seen today. Keep my daughter in prayer. She needs it right now. For those that are prayer warriors out there, please keep her in prayer because she needs it right now. Just because she's going away next, she's going to the States next week. So that's going to get her out of the house a little bit there. So, but right now she has to get through this whole week till next week. And but she could sure use some prayers on her. So anyways, thanks again for joining me. And more to come. So thanks again. We'll be talking to you real soon. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you heard here today, and leave a comment. Thanks again. I'll be looking forward to reading your comments. Bye-bye.